And they don't have a request.
Yeah, I was after I realized it.
Okay, can you guys go on there and see? Just click on the page and see if it comes up the live stream. Huh?
Yeah, David.
Well, they have a mic and everything now.
A video.
There is one there?
Yeah.
Do you have a live video?
It just says video.
Like live video though, because I'm on live right now. Does it not show as live?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Thank you.
It says, posted a video.
See, I don't. Oh wait, hold on. Can I just see this? No, go in the actual group is what I mean.
Oh. I mean, we could also use it.
And scroll, like, refresh. Here, I see.
Yeah, go ahead. You can.
Okay, you have to click a discussion, then you go to it, and then boom, now you're on there.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, cool. Okay, can you help me?
What?
I want to bring these markers over here, and I want to start sticking some signs in the ground.
These?
Mm-hmm, some different signs, right?
No, I think we're holding this one.
With these one? This?
Yeah, stick that one
Okay.
around.
Alright, well, I'll let you wander around and do your job.
I like this.
Thank you again for coming.
Do you go to Ferris? Yes, I do. Do like a lot of you go to Ferris?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did any of you like grow up here?
No.
Yeah? Yeah, me. But I came back. Briefly. I've been here 5 years. Took me 7 to get my
Okay, I'm gonna bring these over there.
There you go.
Okay.
Pile.
For anyone that has just joined, we have blank posters over here and markers. If you'd like to make any signs, if you did not print any, you are more than welcome to. Thank you. Do you have them over there?
No, you're good.
Do you just want to? Okay. What do you want to do about these made ones? Do you want us to hand them out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You could. Yeah.
Okay. Can you help me? Can you hold them while I announce or anything? Because I got to do live stream and fucking talk to this.
You could.
I have a question.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up?
Will you come with me and advertise our free water? We brought water to pass out.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Yeah. Where did you put them?
We're over there.
Okay. Let's go over there. Yeah. Do you wanna? Yeah, bring them with us, and then we'll also announce that as well. Here, do you want to grab them if you can? Or you gonna come with us? Okay, cool. Okay, where's your water? Oh, way up there. Do you want to bring them up here? How many do you have?
We have 4 cases.
Okay.
We have 5, but one of them broke in my trunk.
Okay.
So we would need people to help.
Oh, right here. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. We can work with that right there then. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. All right.
Do you guys want any signs?
Okay, here. Can you?
You good? Okay.
Hey, can you hold this real quick? Okay, I'm gonna announce it. If anyone would like to make any signs, we do have posters and as well as markers. If you would like a pre-made sign, if you do not have any as well, we have quite a few of them if you'd like any, as well as water. Where's plenty of water? We have water up by the stage, and over there, we have some snacks over there, right where that woman is. Over there. Thank you. I'm horrible at this.
I couldn't either.
What?
I could not do that either. I would be stuttering.
15 people.
Where did that girl go?
She's over there. She's next to it.
Help her?
I think she's okay. Yeah, I think. Do you wanna?
Is she gonna go with the tank top?
Yeah, yeah.
Would you guys like some signs? Okay, you guys can go through them. I'll just set them on the ground. There's just a bunch.
Thank you guys so much for bringing water though. That's so nice of you guys.
No problem. It's hot out here.
Yeah, it is real hot.
This
Yeah.
is a good cause. We want to make sure everyone
Yeah,
stays
absolutely.
hydrated and healthy.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys.
As long as one of y'all got one, then we good. I think I want that one. Look, that's a good one. I saw them walking with that one today, too. Yeah, I think I want it.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, yeah, no problem at all. All right, let's go to some other people. Maybe you guys want me? No, they got a couple signs. We're good. Do you guys want any signs at all?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
If you
yeah.
want to go through them, there's a bunch.
Yeah. Hi guys.
I'll try to like hold them up.
Yeah,
Yeah. There we go. This is crazy. There's a lot of people here. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, okay, let's go sit down here. Huh? Yeah, literally me too. Way up there. Yeah. A lot of people.
You guys want any signs?
No, but thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course.
Making some signs. Okay,
You
awesome.
guys like some signs?
No, okay, thank you. Do you guys want any signs? We got a few to pick from. If you want to come look at them.
I'm just gonna set them on the ground because there's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys. Any of you guys want any signs at all? Yeah? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We did not come prepared.
Hey, you guys just showing up, it means so much. Really though,
Thank
just
you.
that. And then, I don't know if you guys heard me from all the way over here, but we have plenty of water
Yeah, we heard.
over there. Okay, you guys did
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
no way
yeah,
over.
you're
Okay.
good.
All right, awesome. All right. Yeah, no problem. You guys want to sign it all? Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the green
Oh,
one?
well, we have a green,
The
yeah.
green one's a good one.
Do you like that? Yeah? Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank
Do you
you.
want one too?
Okay, awesome. All right. Who wants the last sign? 21 people, yes. But I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to organize and get everything ready, and make sure people have signs, they have water. So sorry about that. I'm gonna try to do better from now on. Yeah, literally, I'm still live. Yeah, I'm gonna do live for the whole thing. 25 people.
Do you guys want a sign?
We have one last one if you want it. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing up. I'm gonna stand on the fin up there and kind of just show everybody how many people are here. Oh, why is it wet there? Ew.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, there's so much water. Holy crap. Where's Alyssa? Do you want to hold this for me temporarily? Thank you. I just want to... This is how many people we have now. Everybody from all over there. Woo! Okay. Whoops, can't do that. All the way from over there, all stretching out. We have tons of people still coming in from the top and way back over there, as well as from the side all the way from parking lot 1. This is a day to remember, everybody. Can I do horizontal lead? I don't think it lets me. Which one? Okay, here. Too big, I feel like, right? This? That's small, right?
Yeah.
Does it let me? Yeah, absolutely, take it. It doesn't let me. Okay, I have to go this way then. Whoops. I'm gonna go check on how many posters are made from people. You have water? Yeah. If you could just put it right over there in front of the stage, that'd be great. Thank you so much for bringing it. Thank you. Hey guys, how's it going over here? We got so many, oh my god, blank posters still. Woo! Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for coming. Even digitally, that means so much. There is a lot of people here. Honestly, probably like 200 people. Thank you so much, Emily. So right now we're just all pretty much spread out. A lot of people trying to keep their distance. Social distancing is the best thing to do right now. A lot of people are in masks. That's great to see. It's currently 4:01. What's up?
I just didn't know where you wanted those.
These ones I'm just gonna leave here if anyone wants to just come over here and just make any. $57 people. Wow, look at that, guys. Thank you. If you guys could not come physically, I really appreciate it. You guys just coming digitally. That means honestly so much. It means just the exact same. You guys are here for a movement, for a cause, and it's great.
Good afternoon. If everybody can kind of come closer to the stage, and we can begin. First of all, I would like to just first thank each and every one of you that are out here today, taking time out of your day to stand peacefully for justice. Today I stand before you, my brothers and sisters, with a heavy heart. A heart that is weighed down by emotions of sadness and anger. A heart that has been tirelessly crying out for justice. A heart that loses a beat every time one of my black brothers and sisters takes their last due to racism. But also, my brothers and sisters, I stand before you with a heart filled with love. For it is love that conquers all. It is love that binds us together. It is love that can heal the deepest of wounds, and it is love that will prevail over hatred and racism in the end. Now, as I look out into your faces, I begin to swell with joy, seeing that we all come from different backgrounds, ethnicities, and orientations, but yet here we are together. And that's what it's going to take to truly defeat racism. It is going to take more than just the black community or the white community, but it's going to take each and every community and every background coming together to reach that mountaintop that Dr. King once eloquently described on April 3rd of 1968. Now, my brothers and sisters, I also stand before you knowing that many of you may have fear in pertaining to this very moment once you heard this protest was being organized. But to that, I want to offer you these words once articulated by the late Nelson Mandela. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. And I want to encourage you by letting you know that just by you being here today, although that little voice in your head told you shouldn't come, although people within your community gave you negative feedback or told you it wasn't a good idea, just by you making the choice to stand for justice peacefully here today in Big Rapids, Michigan, you, my brothers and sisters, have already conquered your fears and you don't even know it yet. And let me say this. This protest today is just the foundation of our progress. For I plan on working with Dr. David Pilgrim to build upon this moment and create forums within our community so that we can have those conversations that make us feel uneasy. So we can have those conversations that put us in an awkward space when talking about racism, even here in our community. For it's time that we acknowledge that racism is still very much alive, even here in our very own community of Big Rapids. It's time to assess the elephant within the room so that we can learn from one another and continually make this great city even better for generations to come. And as I said earlier, this is a peaceful protest. Violence will not be tolerated. We will not loot. We will not destroy, but we will stand together. For separately, we are just a drop in the bucket, but together, my brothers and sisters, we are an ocean. This moment, it just seeing you all here, it means so much. So again, I thank you all for coming to stand for peace. And at this time, I would like to welcome to the stage to say a few words Dr. David Pilgrim, who is in charge of diversity and inclusion here at Ferris, and also runs the Jim Crow Museum. Thank you.
Not supposed to do this. Not supposed to do this. Not supposed to do that. It's been so long since I hugged somebody, and I thought everybody was wearing black. So I'm glad to see the mayor here. I'm glad to see the police chief here. I know he's worked hard to try to make this an inclusive environment, and I thank him. We can all do better work, and that includes me. So I want to read something. In Ecclesiastes 3:4, it says, "There is a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Today, we weep and mourn." We offer our heartfelt and heart-hurting condolences to the family of George Floyd. Many of us know the sadness of losing a family member. It hurts like no other hurt. We too are hurting. I don't want to diminish our hurt, but please know that none of us are hurting as much as the Floyd family. On my way to campus, I heard Stephen Jackson, George Floyd's friend, say that he will be a father to Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, Gianna. That when the day comes, he will walk her He will walk her down the aisle. And it ripped my heart. Life is short, and to have it taken from you in such a horrible way adds insult to death. His name is George Floyd. Say his name.
Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
We say his name because he had a name. We say his name because he was here, a living, breathing soul with hopes and dreams. We say his name because we don't want to forget him. We say his name because we don't want to forget what happened to him. Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
We are a nation divided, and things have gotten worse in the last couple of years. We weep for our nation. We weep for our nation when politicians feed racial hate for their own gain. We weep for our nation when our citizens hate each other. We weep for our nation because it takes the death of a black man to get us talking about racism. We don't have peace because we don't have justice. There is a time to weep and mourn, but there is also a time to dry our eyes, a time to stand up and say, this far, no farther. This far, no farther. Like our founder, Woodbridge Ferris, we are committed to making this world better, to ridding this country, this state, and this county of racism. My hope, my faith is with this generation of young people. They are tired of the injustice. They are tired of crying, tired of needing to cry. They are our best hope. There are so many people talking and arguing, so many words, so many people needing to be right, but not enough people are committed to doing right, to living justly. We can do better. We have to do better. Thank you, brother, for bringing us together.
Amen. Thank you again, Dr. Pilgrim, for those words. Now, before I introduce our next speaker, I just wanted to acknowledge the Office of Multicultural Student Services, the director, Dr. Matthew Cheney. Although he is not here because today is actually his birthday, he sends his solidarity and his support for this movement. And then there are also workers within the office that are here today, and I would like to thank them for coming and showing their support. And now please allow me to introduce the director over the Department of Public Safety, Bruce Borkovich. And let me say this before he comes up. When I met him yesterday, he met me with love and solidarity. He met me in full support of this endeavor. He didn't have to, but he welcomed me into his office with love, and we had a great conversation. They are here to support and protest with us, so we appreciate that. So now we welcome him to the stage at this time.
Thank you. When I met with Simon yesterday, I was so impressed with his sincerity and the vision he had for this. And so understand, the police officers that you see here today in the area are not here to keep you in line. They're here to protect you. This is, you know, I always tell people when I talk, this is our First Amendment freedom. And I always say with a wry smile, it might be a reason it's the First Amendment. It's pretty important. Our founding fathers thought this was pretty important. So our presence here today is to ensure that you have a right to peacefully express your emotions and your feelings and your position. So please, we all suffered a horrific event. Please don't look at the police officers from many different agencies here today as your enemy. We're not.
Thank you!
So I was speaking with my new friend yesterday when he asked me to talk, and I was at a loss. This is a difficult subject. I stand here today as a police officer. We're here today because a police officer did an unspeakable thing. So it's awkward, it's tough. And I shared with him an email that I sent my police department a day or two after the event, just to make sure that the wonderful people who protect us here at Ferris understood my position on the issue. And I let him read it, and then I asked, should I read it today? And he thought it was a great idea. So it also keeps me from making a lot of mistakes and stumbling and saying and So I'm going to go ahead and read the email that we sent to all of the police officers at Ferris State University. Hopefully you've all had the chance to view the entire video that I sent to you. I have been in this business for 34 years, and I cannot recall seeing an incident like this. The officer who had his knee on the suspect is evil. There's no other way to describe it. I understand how police officers can make split-second decisions that are wrong in the, quote, heat of the battle. In this case, the officer clearly has the suspect under control, and for several minutes the suspect is pleading to the officer, telling him he cannot breathe. It is sickening to watch as this man is slowly and intentionally killed by the officer over several minutes. Although the officer already lost his job, I expect he will lose his freedom for the remainder of his life. He deserves nothing less. It appears to me the officer in question might be a man of certain stature in that department, maybe a field training officer. Regardless, his lack of affect and willingness to address the condition of the suspect indicates to me that he is a sociopath. It is hard to understand how he became and remained a police officer. At this point, I suspect, but I am not convinced, that this incident is racial. That officer is a severely flawed human. I sometimes suspect he may have done the same thing to a white suspect. We will never know. I do not need to belabor the point that what this officer did was not only contrary to our training and guidance on the use of force as determined by Graham versus Connor, but also was a felony homicide. Another question remains. What were the other police officers present doing? Although I suspect the main officer was a sociopath, I find it hard to believe that the other police officers present were sociopaths, actively involved in a conspiracy to kill a citizen. Due to the young age of the other officer present, possibly of Asian descent, I am curious if he had been in his FTO, that's field training officer process, and perhaps the main officer was his field training officer. If so, it could partially explain, but not justify, why the young officer seemed to totally disregard the pleas of bystanders to address what the main officer was doing. So here is a key question. Are you prepared to intervene with another police officer, even from another agency, to protect a citizen from unapproved and unlawful harm? Every one of us needs to ask ourselves this question. Please understand that my expectation and the expectation of the courts is that you will, without hesitation, intervene in a similar circumstance to protect a citizen from another police officer. A failure to do so not only risks the lives of our citizens, but the career and freedom of any police officer who fails to intercede. I contemplated this scenario introspectively and knew immediately that I would have quickly approached the main officer and advised him, I'll take over. It is possible that the man, at this point we didn't know much about the incident, but it is possible that the main officer fought with the suspect and perhaps was threatened earlier, full of adrenaline and anger to the point that he needed to be forced to disengage. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. If that officer then refused to let me or another take over, I would aggressively order him to move, and if that did not work, I would use all legal necessary force to remove that officer, regardless of the resulting fallout from other officers or agencies on the scene. At a certain point in this incident, it is obvious to me the main officer was not only acting contrary to training and policy, but he was actively committing a felony on another human. All police officers have a sworn obligation to intercede using all necessary force to stop such a criminal attack on another human being. This is also a good time to tell you again just how proud I am of all of you. I have been here for 7 years, and I have had numerous opportunities to observe how well you treat our students, staff, visitors, and the Big Rapids community. You continue to use your humanity, excellent training and judgment, and adherence to training and legal standards to ensure that our community is always treated with respect, even in difficult circumstances. Thank you.
Thank you again. At this time, we would like to welcome the mayor of Big Rapids, Mr. Thomas Hogginson. So let's receive him at this time.
Thank you so much, and thank you for putting this together. It's a heroic effort. It's very much appreciated in the community. I can't address police behavior as Director Borkovich did. I can only tell you that he's not alone in feeling how he's feeling. I'm sorry about that ringing. It must be me. But I do know that part of what positions our society for crimes of this nature is our failure for hundreds of years to deal with societal inequity, and that's my topic for today. You don't have to join me, but the flag's right over there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remember that last phrase. As Americans, we have a notion of what constitutes justice. It does not include dying on the street of your town at the hand of a hostile person sworn to protect you. We view this death with outrage, and we ask why one of us must suffer this yet again. As Americans, we're taught our rights and privileges under the Constitution of the United States. But we also know that in many respects, these gifts are given selectively and are often not received in equal measure by key segments of our society. As Americans, we learn that we have the right to elect representatives, to see that our needs and aspirations are included when the laws that govern our society are enacted. We are sometimes dismayed that suppression of these rights seems to be deliberately and selectively applied, and that our thoughts may not be equitably shared when the rule book is written. If we're Americans of African descent, the laws handed down seem to be written by a different hand and interpreted by a different mind than those that apply to the larger population, and we believe that this is because we are seen as different, dangerous, or somehow flawed. If we are Americans of African descent, we cannot afford to trust assumptions about our safety and our opportunities, about how others sense our dignity, and we cannot join our society with the same graceful presumption of a proud history as those who are more favored and privileged. So today I propose to you that if we all want to believe in the pride of our nation and really celebrate the promise of its founding spirit, we must understand that the past, including slavery and Jim Crow in particular, is an intruder who continues to haunt the halls of our sacred family home, for that is what America is and what it should be. Today I suggest that you and I vow to reject the worn-out, toxic narratives that's just how it is, get real, nothing's going to change, that persist merely to deprive some of us of our birthright, our liberties, and our dignity. Today, I urge that we join together to channel the anger we feel at the violent act we all witnessed into some positive form, each of us, all of us, which can result in some kind of meaningful progress and help us shed the burden of bias and mistrust, which will inevitably otherwise continue to keep us from sharing in the benefits of our society. We need to get it as a nation that we truly do share our fates and that we really do stand and fall together. So what to do? Can we vote for candidates who will make changes? We better. Can we run for office? I think so. I did it. Can we teach the children to respect and value equally the same and the different?
Yes.
Can we honor the hard work and commitment of those who help move our community forward? Can we see that discrimination and the exaggeration of differences is getting in our way as a nation? Can we see that it is poison? Can we reject these notions in favor of a shared effort and better outcomes for our society? I think we can. So finally, we must we let our collective anger boil up again, cool down again, become a sad and pointless backdrop to daily life again? Because it's done that many times. If we truly seek a higher purpose together, why can't we look to the light of understanding, reason, and mutual respect and work together to gather that light and reflect it on those we love and work toward a more just society? Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. Mayor. At this time, I ask that you join me before we begin our march towards flight. I would like to start this march off in a word of prayer. O most gracious and heavenly, eternal Father, we petition your throne of grace this afternoon, asking that you grant us, O God, a vision of the world as your love would see fit. A world where the weak are protected and none go hungry or poor. A world where the riches of creation are shared amongst all and everyone can enjoy them. A world where different races and cultures can live in harmony and mutual respect. A world where peace is built with justice and justice is guided by love. Oh Lord, we ask that you create a world where racism is no more. Oh Lord, I ask that you touch each and every person who is under the sound of my voice that is here today. I ask that you allow the love to grow over the hatred that may be within their hearts. Oh Lord, I ask that you provide love over this city, provide love over this campus, oh Lord. Oh Lord, we pray for the family of those who have been lost to racism and police brutality, oh Lord. We ask that you touch their families, oh Lord. Allow them to find comfort in knowing that a piece of them still lives within their heart on today. Though their body may have been taken, their spirit still lives. Oh Lord, we ask for justice. We ask for peace. These things we do pray in your most holy name, in Jesus' name. Amen. 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 So at this time, we will prepare. So I will go ahead, and then behind we will have the banner, and then we can formulate a line, and we will march in an angle towards Timmy Center. You could just follow the line, and then from there we will hear from the president of Ferris State. Thank you.
153 people.
So y'all come behind.
The banner. Okay.
If you want to help grab the middle part, so I want the part right in the middle.
Behind.
And then we're following you. Yep.
Do you want the megaphone?
Sure, yeah.
And then do you know how so this on and off, and it's on max already, so you're good. You just gotta turn it on and talk right into it. You gotta turn it on and talk right into it.
Cool.
Black Lives Matter.
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 Say their name.
Say their names. Say their names. Thank you all for joining. He has just finished his speech. We had the mayor and we had the chief of the Ferris State University, I believe. And now we are on a march. We have a long line, a long march today. Line's still starting or ending right over there, and it's going all the way around. enough! Justice, no peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
No justice, no peace!
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Thank you all for joining the live stream. Right now we're currently marching. No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
Oh, I want one. I will like
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I do.
We have people giving out popsicles. God bless them.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace!
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No peace. Oh, that's it. No. George Floyd.
George Floyd!
George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. No peace. Police. 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 No peace. No peace. No peace. Police.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! Oh my god, hey, what's up? I have 144 people in the live stream in the group, in the event. I mean, yeah, everything's on, yeah. Oh. This is amazing. I cannot believe how well this turned out. Okay, I'm back. Whoops, I accidentally just landed it for a second. Okay, we're good. 140 people still here. This is great though. All right, I'll catch up with you later. Bye, bye. How many people are here? God, hundreds. I probably like 300. Yeah, Lindsay, definitely about 300 people. Share the video once you're done with live stream so you can watch from the beginning. Absolutely, I will share it. It will be posted to the group so everyone can watch it in full, everything that occurred here. I did not realize the comments. I had to scroll down. That is my fault. I'm sorry. If you guys had any questions or anything you wanted to put in, I will answer them now. My bad. Yeah, there's easily 200. I'm gonna say near 300, maybe even more than that. There's a lot of people here. Everybody has brought cases and cases and cases of water. People brought snacks. We had a couple ladies giving out popsicles. Amazing things going on here today. As you can see, all the way down, everybody in the line. I'm only halfway in the line, and we're all the way down there. Everybody's wrapped around all the way to the side. Absolutely, you guys are welcome. I know a lot of you can come in physically, so this is the point of the live stream virtually. There was guys with guns out there. Oh, I did not see them. Nobody is here with guns. Everybody is peaceful. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. We have 170 people in the live stream. Thank you all so much for coming virtually. As you can see, so many people here today. We are marching to the, I honestly forget, it's been a long time. Oh my God, hi! I have 180 people on live stream right now through the event. 180 people. There in this event, there's easily 300. Easily 300. Me and Melissa made these shirts. This is all, yeah. Are you guys gonna come and walk, or are you guys just driving through?
We wanted to come see what was going on. My mom's freaking out.
Is she? This is all peaceful. Well, I'll see you guys around. Are you guys gonna come out when we stop up there? Maybe. Okay, we had the mayor had a speech. The chief of police of Ferris, chief of Ferris Police, just made a speech.
That's awesome.
And a priest, I totally forget his name. I think maybe he's a doctor. I forget. I'm so bad with names.
All right. Well, I'm taking some pictures. I'll send them.
Awesome. Yeah, send me them. Yeah, I'll post them all in the event. So right. Thank you. See you guys. See ya. Can you guys just stop real quick so we can let all these cars go by? Thank you so much. You guys can come through. Thank you guys so much for stopping. I think we're nearing the end of we're in the end of the line right now. This is everybody going down still. Absolutely. We've had lots of people show up today. It is an amazing day. Looks like everybody's gathered over there. I gotta hurry up and get over there. Whew. I don't want to miss any of it for you guys. Trying to capture everything as much as I can. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you. Absolutely. This is the least I can do. Me and a couple of friends, we brought so many signs, so many blank signs. People made their own. So much water, so many water. Yeah. Thank you so much. So many cases of water were given out today. I want to say at least 50 cases. You'll see when we get up here. This is where everybody's meeting. I'm gonna try to get in here up close.
Now at this time we will have a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Zach, at this time.
How y'all doing? I'll be very quick. I just like to present a speech that I learned when I was during my process. Actually, it works out very, very well today. It's called "I'm Still Here." I've been scarred and battered. My hopes and dreams have been shattered. Snow done frizz me, sun done baked me, but it didn't feel like these people done tried to make me. Stop laughing, stop living, stop loving. But I don't care. I'm still here. I'm still here. This world is about perception. What do they perceive me as when I walk out the door? A villain? A crook? A thug? It's perception. And I'm up here, and I appreciate everybody that came out today. It hurts me in my heart. It hurts a lot of people out here. This is what we have to wake up to every day. Every day. It's like going to a buffet and they telling us we ain't got no food. As we seeing them serve other people. That's how we feel every day. And then we go to Ferris State University up in Big Rapids, Michigan, that I didn't even know that existed before I got here. Every day, this is how we feel. So when you see another black person walk into class and they might have a grin on their face, no, we're not mad. This is how we feel every day. It hurts. It hurts. These tears coming out my eyes because this is how I feel. You tell a dog he's a bad dog, and what is he going to turn into? You know, like as a man who works with kids, I know you don't call a kid a bad kid every day because that's what he's going to turn into. But you treat us like criminals every day. You look at us like crooks every day and expect us to rise to the higher power and be better and turn the other cheek every day. I appreciate the time that Mo gave me. I appreciate the time that y'all gave me. That's all I have to say.
At this time, we will have a member of the Diversity and Pharmacy Organization here at Ferris State, Sherelle Williams.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to take some time. I won't be long. We are at a university, right?
Yep.
This is PWI, right? So, be the change you wish to see, right? Be the change you wish to see. Okay, Gandhi. So, that means that you want me to take action to make the changes that I want to see in the world. You want me to make sure generations after me won't have to deal with the same things that I did. Our ancestors took the first stance, but this is our turn.
Yes, that's right.
Racism didn't just go away. It doesn't just go away. Hate showed up with this last presidential election. We have to make ourselves heard. You can't be the lab mouse that society wants black people to be. It's like they are okay with us being here as long as we don't make any noise. Not happening. Not happening. Why is it so hard to get financial help for black students? They expect us to come from these families that pay for their kids' tuition. They expect us to come from two-parent homes with generational wealth. Well, most of us don't. You give us tip funding just to let us get an associate's degree. But if we want a bachelor's degree, we have to struggle the whole way and risk failing classes just to pay for bills. But lo and behold, if we want to get a master's or a doctoral degree, you make it even harder to get any help. It's like you don't want us to get a higher education. I can't give the government my parents' financial info in order to be considered in financial need. I don't even know one of my parents. I don't even know one of my parents. So that means that I don't deserve any help. To the government, I'm sorry that the crack that you put into our neighborhoods in the 80s took so many of our brothers. I'm sorry that it is still affecting our neighborhoods today. I'm sorry that your corrupt police system took even more of our people while unarmed and wrongfully accused. But what I am not sorry for is being a black woman.
Now at this time, I would like to introduce a very good friend of mine. She came all the way from Saginaw to be here with us today. She's actually Miss Saginaw County and a student of Saginaw Valley State University. Allow me to introduce to you all Miss Simone Vaughn.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What about in the back? Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna need y'all to make some noise. I'm sorry. In the back, can you hear me? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm tired. It looks like y'all not tired enough. I'm just tired. Well, you wanna know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of my black men getting killed in the street. You wanna know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of people sweeping it under the mat as if nothing is going on. Yes. You know what I'm also tired of? I'm tired of people getting on social media to vent, but not doing anything about it. Now, guys, I don't got a lot to say to y'all because, honestly, I'm fed up. I want to get out and I want to do something. So in order for us to do something, we need to first, what? Vote. We need to get out there, we need to vote. We need to know what type of candidates are out there, what they're standing for, to make sure that they're representing what we represent. Okay? I am tired of police brutality. I am tired of being ignored. I am tired. Period. Okay? What do we want? And when do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
Exercise us. Okay, what do we want? What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Ferris State, you look so beautiful right now. Make some noise.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
I'm gonna need y'all to stand up, okay? Stand up. Thank you.
citizens are treated in this country. Claiming all lives matter detracts from those messages of the black folk I just referred to. The black community is fighting to have their voices heard in this time of grave injustice, not to be thrown into the mix of white people's victimization or need to include ourselves. This message is not intended to make anyone feel upset or guilty. I'm simply shedding light on a different perspective in the reasoning why behind jumping to all lives matter is harmful to embrace due to its invalidation of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Is the volume all the way up? All the way to the right.
This is a better one. He said we can hear you. Get that big boy out.
Hello?
Say it with your chest.
All right, I'm about to repeat myself. Sorry, not sorry.
It's all right, let that shit out.
Okay. At the epicenter of the movement occurring today is Black Lives Matter, and that is in no way created to negate the fact that every human being matters. The fact that all human lives are valuable is an obvious statement. However, it is one based in a falsehood. The reasoning behind this unrest is that Black lives time and time again are treated as disposable at the hands of those in position of power and privilege. The Black Lives Matter movement was established to amplify the fact that the Black existence is not a threat to the rest of society. It was made to enhance the community response to fight injustice and denounce the way Black citizens are treated in this country. Claiming all lives matter detracts from those messages that I just referred to. The Black community is fighting to have their voices be heard in this time of grave injustice that has persisted for centuries, not to be thrown into the mix of white people's victimization or need to include ourselves. This message is not intended to make white people feel upset or guilty. I'm simply shedding light on the perspective and the reasoning behind why jumping to all lives matter is harmful to embrace due to its invalidation of the Black Lives Matter movement.
You know what? I have something to say as well then.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it can hurt the harness. The reality that we live in a world full of carnage. I mean, society just continues to tarnish. How can our teachers, that's teaching our kids to be great, can barely manage to put a meal on their plate, that's barely making over minimum wage, huh? What's up with that? How can a white officer kill a black man in his very own home, but then later on the black man is portrayed as the problem? Right. No X plus C carry the water to show me that's a solution, but it shows that black is still looked as pollution. I'm from the D, but I still be making Illinois. Cause I know that my people, they still need a voice. Especially our young girls and boys. I'm talking about the concept of the double consciousness, which is a term concerning the internal conflict where one's identity is divided. Because the way we look at ourselves and the way you look at us is divided. And sadly, as a race, since we were no longer considered slaves, since women were making more jobs, finding more jobs than the men, the black man became enraged, and instead of embracing, we hated our own women. The same ones that carry and birth our own children. Trying to follow a European example has tarnished the black family mantle. Eventually, welfare was used to get the black man out of his home. But yet we blame our sisters for raising our young boys on their own. The media portrays us as savages and thugs. They try to plant the perception in your mind that all black kids do is talk rock and say a person as a black man. I don't take that as a joke. My brothers and sisters, it's time that we as a people became woke. Death over bondage. Life over carnage. It said how folk would take ignorance rather than knowledge. Society would rather give us drugs over college because they don't want to see young black folks prosper. AKs come from Russia. Coke comes from Peru. So tell me who sounds like the drug dealers to you. Stay woke. President Obama couldn't even sneeze, but yet 45 is allowed to take millions in his tweets. Stay woke. And why is there so many obstacles trying to keep certain people from casting a vote? Stay woke. They raise millions for a wall, but would it raise it for Flint?
I guess society doesn't care if our children's water is filled with stay woke. Hundreds of years ago, they took our ancestors and piled them up on a boat. But I declare on this day, that there's one thing they'll never be able to take away from the souls of black folk, and that's hope. Stay woke. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Say their name. Say their name. Say their name. Say their name. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives. They matter. Is Leonardo Almanza in the crowd here today? We have another student, Leo, for our representative of Beta Fraternity Incorporated, and he's going to come and say a few words for us right now.
Everyone, please give another round of applause for Mr. Byron Brooks. You know, I was very hesitant about coming back up here. I had a conversation with Mr. Byron Brooks, and I said, he asked me if I wanted to speak, and I said I didn't want to originally because, you know, it's his culture, it's everyone's culture like that, and he told me, he was like, the only way we can make change here is if we all have our cultures here. Regardless if we're black, white, brown, yellow, orange, we have to make change. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when we have love, look around you. No, take a second. Look around you. Look at all the people around here. We're living in history, ladies and gentlemen. History. We're going to look back at this in 20 years. You guys are going to see the change we make. It won't be tomorrow. It won't be next week, a month. But down the line, 5, 10 years, I promise you, with all of our voices together, we're going to make change, ladies and gentlemen. I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I myself am a minority. You know, I can't feel your guys' pain. You know, I'm not black, I'm brown. But regardless, I feel you guys, and I truly feel you guys. And for all the white people here, I mean no disrespect whatsoever. You guys are vulnerable right now, but that's because you guys are here to get educated. Amen. Remember that. Just because you feel uncomfortable right now, that's okay. That is okay, ladies and gentlemen. You're uncomfortable for a reason because you're changing. Amen. You're looking at the culture, you're seeing our eyes, our view, and that is okay. And I really hope after today you guys truly see what African Americans have been feeling for the past 40, 50, 200 years. 200 years plus. 400 years plus. 400. 600. You know, I didn't come here with a speech. I just came here to speak from my heart. I came here to speak from my heart. And it is okay for change, ladies and gentlemen. It is okay. You guys are all here to get educated. Every single one of you are here to get educated. There's about at least 300, 400 people here. After today, you guys are going to speak about this with one other person. That's 800 people right there, ladies and gentlemen. Change takes time. But when change happens, it's for good reasons. And this is because of today. It's because of stuff like this today. Protests around the nation. Yesterday, every single state in America was protesting for this exact reason. Change is coming, ladies and gentlemen. I mean that. It takes time. I promise you it will happen. Just take time. Thank you.
At this time, we have a member of the African Student Union of Ferris State. We have Ms. Patience at this time.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. You know, my parents warned me not to come here today. They were scared. They're scared that all the hard work and dedication that I have put into my education will be stripped away from me because a cop or because someone that sees me, a child of refugees that migrated from Liberia here for a better opportunity to improve my life, that I won't get the chance to take advantage of those opportunities because someone will see me and say that my life does not matter and ask me to prove my humanity to them. I shouldn't be forced to prove my humanity. We shouldn't be forced to prove our humanity. I shouldn't be scared to be here today. I shouldn't be putting my life and my education on the line to be here today. That's not fair. It really isn't. I asked my brothers for something to say when I came up here today. And he just told me to be safe. He told me to be smart. He told me to think about my actions, to think before I act, to think before I speak. That's something that many of you here today don't have to consider. You know? You don't have to be scared that you might be put in prison for coming up here and speaking. That you might get your scholarships taken away from you for saying something wrong. You know,
Take your time, precious. Patience. Sorry.
take your time. I'm just going to read off a list of names, a list of people that had their lives, that had opportunities taken away from them because they didn't stop to think about their actions. When many of us don't have to, although we should. Christian Cooper. He couldn't go bird watching. Mr. Baughman Sean. He couldn't relax in the comfort of his own home. Jonathan Farrell. He couldn't ask for help after being in a car crash. Stefan Clark. He couldn't have a cell phone on him. And I see many of you guys here today enjoying the luxury of holding your cell phone and of live streaming and taking photos and documenting today. Jordan Edwards could not leave a party. Jordan Davis could not play his music loud. Anaya Jones, she couldn't sleep. Mike Brown couldn't walk to the corner store. Trayvon Martin couldn't walk home with Skittles in his pocket. Sean Bell couldn't hold a hairbrush while leaving their own bachelor party. Oscar Grant couldn't party on New Year's Eve. Sandra Bland couldn't get a traffic ticket. Corey Jones couldn't break down a public road with car problems. book in his own car. Clifford Glover couldn't be a 10-year-old walking with his grandfather. Claudia Reeves couldn't decorate for a party. Randy Evans couldn't ask a cop a question. Yvonne Smallwood couldn't cash a check in peace. And my brothers, Prince, Liverpool, Robert, Arthur, Jeff, my nephews, Emmanuel, Kingston, Jeremiah, Arthur, they all are scared for their lives. They all don't know what the future holds for them. That's not okay. I want them to have a bright future. I want them to be able to attend college and have the opportunities that I'm able to enjoy. I don't want them to think twice when they're going out to play with their friends. You know, if they can talk to someone, if they can do what they want to do. So please, for their sake and for my sake, show love, show compassion, and show humanity.
Next, we have Dion Harris, a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated here at Ferris State University. Everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? There you go. How y'all doing? My name is Dion Harris. I'm a member of Phi Beta Sigma here at Ferris State University. Now, I really am not to work one of these, so I'm not going to speak for too long. But all I want to say is, honestly, I'm not going to talk too much because if you're here right now, you're not the problem. I mean, honestly, if you're here right now, you identify that something wrong that's going on, and you want to take a stance against what's going on. And that's all it is. That's all that we want to do. We want to be heard. Over the years and years of police brutality, we have plenty peaceful protests, plenty kneelings and marches and all type of activities that we done down the street that we tried for a long time for our voice to be heard. That's the moral of the story. And I don't want to say our principles at Phi Beta Sigma, we believe in brotherhood, scholarship, and service. Now, I'm just a young kid from the east side of Detroit. I came to school for criminal justice. I believe in helping out the community. I believe that the system isn't just for us to be targeted. It's for humanity, as in all races. The whole point of the police system is to help each other out and help our community so we all can become better as one. Now, brotherhood, that isn't shared. All right. Brotherhood it's not between one race. And it's not just brotherhood. Brotherhood is sisterhood. It's everyone come together as one, as humanity. Like our motto says, culture for service and service for humanity. That's taking our culture, our knowledge, the things that we know, and provide service for humanity, which is all. Not one race, not one group, not one class. It's humanity. Us all as people, as we all should be treated equal. And that's one of our biggest things. And also, it's to be inclusive instead of exclusive, which means no one should feel better than anyone. No one should ever feel better than anyone. We all believe the same. We all breathe the same.
So So I just wanted to just share a couple of our principles and how we live. I'm not telling nobody how they should live, but at the end of the day, we all one. We're one race. We're not one race. We're all different races. Let's just be real. but we are humanity. You know what I'm saying? We're all people. We're all the same, and everyone should be treated the same, and no one should be treated differently because of a class, because of their race, their skin color. None of that. We're all one. So treat others as you want to be treated.
They can't hear you back there.
You can't hear me? I feel like yelling. All right.
Yeah, just put it down.
I only got a couple more words, so I'm going to try to perfect this real fast. But at the end of the day, we're all one. We should be inclusive instead of exclusive. And we should all treat each other the same as we want each other to treat us, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our daughters, our grandfathers. Everyone should be treated as the equal, inclusive instead of exclusive. And use your knowledge and provide it to others. Because what's the point of having knowledge if you can't provide it to others? You know what I'm saying? So, everyone stick with your brothers and sisters and stay blessed. At this time, we have somebody else who traveled a nice little way. We have Sparkle, all the way from Central Michigan University, here to say a few words as well.
Well, hello there, Ferris. How are you doing? I feel the love. I feel the love. God is good. God is good all the time. All the time what?
God is good.
All the time what?
God is good.
God is good?
All the time.
All right. You see, the Bible says that faith, hope, and love abide. But out of all these things, love is the greatest. You
actually. What the police was here for was not to protect the blacks, but when we were set free and there was segregation, the police were actually civilians protecting the white civilians, not the African Americans. So that's where you get the prejudice from. It was actually to police you guys, not us, right? But now there is a change and we call for a change. We ask that our policemen, a call of action, that anybody on our police force across the nation, and especially in Michigan, that they must get training for mental illness. But they also must get to know their community. Don't police a community you don't even know who lives in it. Come on now. Know the people. That don't even make sense, right? So we need to be educated. They need to be educated on the communities that they're policing and the people who live in it, so we can have community. But also, they should be trained on mental illness. You cannot handle everyone the same. It don't work that way. Fun fact: in Saginaw, Michigan, where I abide, Milton Hall, a man of mental illness, he had a butter knife. They shot him 46 times. Yep. Target practice. No taser, no nothing. Target practice. Mental illness needs to be addressed as well, not just color. Also, we ask in these peaceful protests, for now on and during these peaceful protests, no more police brutality, violence. We ask for a cease and desist. We need your help. We need your help. Stop shooting us.
At this time, we will have Jeffrey Carradine Jr., a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity here at Ferris State.
What's the deal, y'all? I'm not gonna use the bullhorn because I don't know how to use that. I'm just gonna talk like this, you feel what I'm saying? But listen, I'm just gonna say this. For years and years and years, this has been a problem. It's a saying that can't nobody stand on your back unless you bent over. And this is the time when we gotta stand up. It's easier said than done. Everybody here can be considered part of the solution. But this is only phase 1. It needs to be more than 5 phases to be successful. Now I get it. Everywhere else is not like this. We tearing up our own community. We looting. We stealing. We killing our own people. But I like this. See, this is gonna speak volumes more than anything else can. And I appreciate that. And I just want to say on behalf of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated Zeta Beta chapter that was founded here at Ferris, we appreciate y'all. We stand with y'all and understand that this is only phase 1, and we gonna be here for phase 1, 2, 3, and infinity and beyond. I appreciate y'all.
Living in the land of the free. Whereas an African American, you really ain't free. We get diversity, inclusion, but no equity. In the land where people try and pretend to be me, huh? I just want my 40 acres and a mule. I just want to send some kids up to school. I'm MoSoul. Remember that name. And don't allow anyone to make you a slave. It's time to lift every voice and sing to our children that we come for kings and queens. And it's time that we love all of our women and help our neighborhoods rise from poverty. I'm just spreading knowledge. Yeah, I'm on my hustle. The marathon continues, so I'm on my hustle. Huh? Just a kid from the air. All I ever needed was a pen and a pad. And I just write until I go crazy. I'm Roscoe and Joess's baby. But don't think that you can ever play me for reparations or how you can pay me. Look, life for me is full of surprises. Christmas in
birthdays, they never got me excited. Music was the only thing that got my heart reignited. It was like a fat kid in this case reunited. See, I was once lost, looking in every direction. Needed a shoulder to cry on, just a little affection. They try to tell the black man that he can't cry, but they sit and wonder why the black man's ready to die. 400 years of oppression, but yet we still try to bottle up our aggression. There's too much pent-up depression, and it has caused a mental recession. They try to shut up our daughters when they scream black girl magic, but our stagnant when our black girls are victims of human traffic, huh? I think I said something. You know, Dr. King had a dream that flowed into a generational stream. Wait, stop. Do you hear the screams of my black brothers and sisters on the ground as they bleed? Huh? Dr. King had a dream that we would let freedom ring. Wait, do you hear that sound in the wind? The moans of our ancestors as the wind pierced through their skin. Huh? Dr. King had a dream, and Obama was able to live it. Dr. King had a dream, but does it still resonate through your spirit? Huh? Dr. King had a dream that all will be equal. And on this day, here in 2020, here in Big Rapids, Michigan, on the campus of Ferris State University, I challenge each and every one of you to stand as agents of change, as love triumphs over evil. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Enough is enough.
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 What's his name?
George Floyd.
What's her name? What's her name? What's her name?
Breonna Taylor.
As we fight for social injustice, we must remember not only to say the names of our brothers that have died, but we must say the names of our sisters that have died too, because their lives are just important as the men that have died. Here's the thing, have been victims of racism as there was men. We must not leave our women behind, because without women we wouldn't even be as far as we are today. Black lives matter.
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 As I said, this is a peaceful protest. And a part of that, we wanted to make sure that we remembered the lives of our brothers and sisters. Each and every one of them that have been killed due to racism and police brutality. So as you can see, surrounding me, we have candles of which we're going to pass out. We're asking that everybody take a candle. We have lighters that's going to go around. And we're going to have a vigil to remember those lives that have been taken. To remember those lives that were stolen from us. So at this time, we're going to start with the dispersion of candles. Again, we ask that you please you open the packet and only take one candle and give the other candle to somebody else. And we also have lighters as well. And we have water. Well, we can't light them, but we can hold them up.
You can at least hold them up.
No, we can't light them with a physical flame. The flame within our hearts still burns for social justice. So we're asking everybody to just take the candle and hold it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nobody take it.
Oh, fuck.
We
just want to say thank you so much. I'm doing the official live stream, and everybody keeps saying thank you so much for selling your story, and thank you for speaking. Thank you so much. Again, thank you all so much for coming to the live stream. We hit up to 210 people in the live stream. Thank you all so much.
That's hard. That's hard for me.
Sorry. You're good. Absolutely. Thank you for attending, Emily. Byron, did you want to say anything to anybody at the end of the live stream? We still have about 150 people, and did you want to say anything to them at all?
God bless you. Remember, continue to stand no matter what anybody tells you. Continue to stand as an agent of change. You can make the change. In fact, you are the change of which you see. Be blessed. Stay woke. Black Lives Matter.
Thank you. As you heard it right from Byron, thank you all so much for attending. We hit over 200 people. If you could not attend physically, thank you so much for coming digitally. Thank you all.